Someone asked me, who is my most influential person in my life? My dad. He was not my biological father. He was not even of my color, my nationality, whatever you want to see it as. And he loved me no matter what. Like, even after my mom stopped talking, I thought he was just gonna take my sisters with him, and he was like, "Oh, you better get in this car. You my daughter. I raised you," type of thing. Never looked back. And to lose him, when I did lose him around when I was 13, 14, I got out. It's like my whole world caved in. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I lost one person that loved and understood me unconditionally. He taught me so much. He taught me how to love deep, hard, never to let anything, he never let anything in life, people using him, people mistreating him, people taking him for granted, he never took that and made that a negative thing. He always just said, you know what, I will never allow them to win enough to take how good of a person that I am. I will never let them make me cold, because then they have won. I will never let them change me. I will keep being me, and someone out there will just appreciate it. And you keep being you. When I came home crying one day because some racist kids were calling me out my name when I was 11, I never understood that. I never understood where color end, or where colors and nationalities ended and began, because in my family we have all kind of mixtures. You know, I know to y'all I look a certain nationality, but you know, if you look at my sister Brandy, you'll see a whole different. You'll see my aunt Bobby. You'll see who. You be like, damn, what she mixed with? Is she white? Yeah, she. My great grandmother was white. My dad's side, there's Indian, not like tribal Indians, but like Middle Eastern Indian. There's all these different nationalities in my family. So to us, there was never any division between. There was never any division in between colors or nationalities or who you were. To me, what I was taught was there was always what was inside that mattered. Everything else was just flesh that one day dies, and in the next life you might be a whole different nationality and a whole different being. You might be a bird, you know what I mean? Really and truly, your spirit is what truly matters. And he was very influential like that. If it had been up to my mother, I would be a cold-hearted person, because she was one that believed life was a bitch and then you died. And everybody had an agenda. And he always taught me, yeah, everybody might have an agenda, but what if that agenda and what if their reason for wanting to be close to you is just that you brighten their day and they're drawn to you because you're so positive, or you smile a lot, or you make them feel good about themselves. There's always a reason why people want to be around you, but not every last one of the reasons are going to be negative, or this underlining gonna freaking mess you over eventually type of reason. He was my most influential person. He taught me that being me was okay, that he would love me even though I wasn't his blood, even though I was different, even though I gave him a hard time. I gave him a really hard time when I was little, and before I realized that he was a different nationality than me. When a kid asked, "Is that your father?" and I said, "Yeah, that's my dad. That's my dad." You know, kid being proud of their parent. You know, he was my hero. And the little boy was like, "That can't be your dad. He's white and you're black. That's not your father." And I remember being crushed and crying, and I was like, "He's not my daddy. He's not my daddy." And he was like, "I've been raising you since you were 2. I'm your father, and I always will be." And he was always very patient with me, because I was such a hard-headed, angry child. I was an angry child. You guys, I was so angry. I put glue in his shoes. I stole from him. I did all kind of crazy things that it was crazy. And I did all those things because I was so angry at the world. I was so angry that he was not my biological father. It wasn't because he was a certain race. It was because of the person that he was. I was afraid that if he left, he would never talk to me again, you know. But when he did, it was like, oh, he still loves me. You know, he's still my dad. He still loves me. He would still pick me up and you know, take me to go do things and make sure that I got here and there and make sure we had. And when he died, it was like, wow, you know. So that's my next video.